Better be. That's what it says on the title screen. Okay. Welcome to the appetizer demo of Across the Waterlands. Across the Wonderlands. This small fragment of our world is designed to showcase key elements of the game through a series of simple tutorial quests. Please note that it offers just a glimpse into the core mechanics and the vast realm of wonders we are preparing for the full game. Bear in mind that you are navigating an early pre-production build which does not yet include features like character customization, controller support, or co-op mode. And a bunch of other stuff after that. Okay. So this, how nice to have a mouse pad. This is supposedly I think it's a Valheim kind of game set in an Alice in Wonderlands kind of setting, I think. What are you waving at? Yeah, it's not very long, the demo, so I figured I would try it out just to see what the game is like. I mean, I don't think anybody actually needs to... I'm sure there'll be some, like, all survival games have a certain, like, pattern to them, right? Like, you chop wood, mine ore, create tools, and gather some more stuff, and harvest. Greatest player? Why is it like this? Anyway. I'm guessing the gameplay loop will be kind of familiar. Apparently you can't customize your character yet. Wonder how did my chat display break? I don't think so. Yeah, I see the chat there. Yeah. Okay. Apparently you can't customize your character yet. So this is the only character you have. I'm guessing the gameplay loop will be familiar to most viewers who... Seriously? Why is this like this? Maybe let's not have... So this UI is a bit strange.
I've been told that there are people who make wishes whenever they see stars falling from the sky. I was waiting only for that one star to fall on my planet.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this differs from other Valheim-like games. Because I can't say I've played all the crafting survival games, but I've played a few of them.
He came back after all these years. Looks like his ship didn't fare too well. I should check out that debris.
You should check out the debris.
But first, I need to get some supplies for this trip.
Crest Q, recall briefcase, hold Q, enter exit briefcase. Briefcase? There's a typo there under hold Q. Primary interaction, secondary interaction, WSD movement, sprint, dash. What's the difference between sprint and dash? I guess dash is like dodging. Briefcase throwing. Jump. I think it is briefcase because the alt key also says briefcase. This reminds me, not having touched the game yet or seen anything about it, the idea about entering and exiting a briefcase and throwing it and recalling it reminds me of that one character from that Valve shooter game, right? Attack, aim, switch quick picks, charge attack. Okay. I cannot enter anything right now. Deathlock, yeah. Right now I'm throwing rocks. Yeah, but right now if I alt, I start throwing rocks. Q doesn't do anything. Whether I press it or whether I hold it. So I'm guessing I have to find the briefcase first and then be able to do that. What other controls are there? I wanted to see the difference between sprint and dash. Sprint. Dash. Okay. Fancy. There's obviously a timer. Okay, so to the bottom, on the bottom to the left of my taskbar, to the left of my shortcut bar, is where the dash cooldown is. Okay, very nice. Look at this place. I know the arrow is pointing me towards the other side. This seems to indicate that I don't have the right tool for this, right? Like this is harvestable, probably. But I don't have the right tool for it, probably. I wonder what the numbers to the bottom left mean. 93 is probably my health. But what is this? Is this food? I apparently have a certain number of these, and I've thrown a few of these by pressing Alt. Mushroom mace is the weapon I'm holding. Jacket is what I'm wearing. Stompers are what I'm wearing. Range weapon slot empty. Helmet empty. Maps under development. This is slowly draining, so yeah, that probably is food. Briefcase throwing. No, this is briefcase, but then here it's brief base. Briefcase vortex allows you to suck any object or creature into your magic briefcase, creating a whirlwind of possibilities. TBD. Briefcase throwing is TBD. Well, I'm about to run out of food, so we'll see what happens soon. Sponge blood. Really? Fullness +2, status poison. So I'm about to run out of food, and we'll see what happens next. Open inventory, press I. Drag and drop 3 sponge blobs onto your jacket. Slotting base items with materials equals slot crafting. A rock hard sponge jacket of durability. Can I remove this? I don't think so. Is this temporary? Is this, do these expire? They punch. Should I drag more stuff into my boots? I'm not sure. It changes the name like from Stompers to Strongish Sponge Stompers of Durability. So it's kind of cute that the name changes, but I'm not sure it's permanent. Beyond Breakdown Sponge Mushroom Maze of Durability. Eat a Sunbush apple to restore health points, green bar, and slightly increase your fullness, purple bar. Press F while standing next to it. What is it? It is that tree over there in the distance. Well, I guess let's go see that tree over there in the distance. Surprise emotion. +1 happiness. Emotion surprise. Emotion that turns closed minds into unintentional philanthropists without a plan to share, giving away the prized possessions like the free samples. I wonder what this means. Like, does the item lose durability? Is it permanent? I don't know. These aren't the apples. Not even sure how I harvested that one earlier. Those two don't seem to be harvestable. I can... Coral fabric. Pick up. Green coral young wood. Green coral young wood, fresh as a forest sapling and sturdy as a sailor's knot. This wood is the youthful vigor of the Align woodland realm. And you can see what effects they have if you slot them in a weapon, clothing, or food apparently. Coral fabric, I can actually eat the coral fabric for 2 fullness and some poison. If I slot in a weapon, it gets range damage. Am I supposed to actually be knocking these down? Oh, yes. Sunblush tree seedling. Oh, it was growing when I put it down. Plant it in your brief base to enjoy a fruity boost on your adventures. So it didn't drop any wood at all, just apples. And there are these sparkling things on the ground that I can't seem to interact with. Juicy, sweet, and extremely refreshing in taste. So I guess the food would regenerate your health, but it doesn't. You don't actually need food on an ongoing basis. Like you don't starve. You don't seem to starve. Pick up. Eat. Pick up. Pick up. Eat.
Energy restored.
Energy restored. Maybe don't go too near to that thing. Or maybe let's do that again. Eldritch eggplant. Pick up. A sizable eggplant-like vegetable that I wouldn't want to get hit on the head with. Red coral edge. Red coral shrub seedling. Pick up. This seedling grows into a striking red coral bush that adds a burst of color to your brief base. Plant it to infuse your base with vibrant underwater energy and dazzling beauty. This increases melee damage of a weapon. So my weapon right now is called Beyond Breakdown Sponge Mushroom Mace of Durability. It doesn't change the name, I guess. But I gave it a bit of melee damage. Cotton candy. Incredibly sweet and fluffy, making even the toughest warriors feel like kids at an amusement park for a moment. Very nice. Coral fabric. Yeah, I've got these items already. Can I smash a rock? No, guess not. Just... So these eggplants attack me and then die. Galactic ginger seedling. I'll take one of those. And one of those. Fiery and full of energy, perfect for those seeking flavors from another galaxy. Cupcake.
A touch of cotton candy would add some electricity to those cupcakes.
Are you delayed again? I'm not actually watching chat, so let me... Can you say something? Because I do see your chat in the corner. Yeah, see, for me, the moment you said that's how cotton candy works, it appeared on screen immediately for me. Yeah. I guess we'll see if there's strangeness. Popping poppy. A charming flower that exploding when an enemy gets too close. As surprising as it is spectacular. Fence 1x1 dismantle. Oh, so these are... I'm getting sponge blobs, but sure, I'll take them. Let's not cut the tree down. Harvest 3 cotton candies from rabbit candies or find them on the level. So I have 1. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hit you. 2. What are these weird plants? Can't seem to hit them. What are these weird things? Waterberry. Very refreshing. Reminiscent of morning dewdrops. Nice to slot in a dish. When I slot in clothing, I get resistance to wetness. When I slot in a weapon, it makes the opponent wet on a crit. So right now I'm still gathering supplies, right? That's the story. So here's one of these things.
Got everything I need.
Open the inventory, press I. What's this first? Astral powder. It's a type of flour. Sparkling and ethereal, it seems to contain a fragment of the night sky. I love the descriptions. They're very mystical. Drag and drop 1 cotton candy to each cupcake, giving the electrified status. What are you even talking about? So these cupcakes have a slot here. So I can change a cupcake into a cotton cupcake of durability filled with electricity. Yep. So when I slot in a dish, it lowers the durability, but it adds fullness and electrify. But durability isn't a thing for cupcakes, right?
Let's load it up as ammo.
Assign cupcakes with cotton candy to the ammo quick pick. Here.
I should test if these slugs still shrink when zapped with a bit of electricity.
Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be intuitive at the start here. I think it's more like a wondrous world where you kind of discover interactions and weird things. Like on an initial play, I think it's not meant to be initiative. It's not meant to be intuitive. But I also wonder if it gets samey after a while. Like for this very initial first few minutes, there's a lot of like discovering new things and oh, this is cool, and oh, I can do this. Oh, what's this? Can they keep that up through the game? I'm not sure. We'll see. Prepare for throwing. Hold right mouse button. Aren't I supposed to pick the weapon first? Equip the cupcake with the electrified status. So when I'm holding the right mouse button, I can pick what ammo I want to use. Throw something with electricity at the slug to shrink it. Dishes like cupcakes. Prolong the event. Refreshing tea. But it seems like, yeah, you're supposed to take things and combine them. So this thing, is this, like, what happens when this hits 0, I wonder? Does it lose its items? And you can insert new things into them? Or does the item break entirely? Not really sure. The refreshing tea came here. What slot is this?
That hit the spot.
Oh, I accidentally used it. I think that gave me a glide. No? Oh, did I already have the glide? It breaks forever. Look at that glide. How nice. Okay, so you want me to do this?
Not so big now, huh?
Use left control to dash and gain the upper hand.
Time to figure out what crashed on my island.
So basically what happened there is that I threw one of these electrified things at it and it shrunk, making it easier for me to kill with my maze. Hello honeybees. Come here, let me catch one of you. Please come down. Closer to the ground. The only bee that dreams of filling cups rather than flowers, dispensing laughter with every drop of his sweet golden essence. Cool, I guess. Got that one as well. Investigate the debris. Hold shift to sprint towards it. Are you a slug? You're a snail. Well, you were a snail. Slug meat. Yeah, so that was the same creature I killed. It dropped the same things. It's a bit zeth. That's an interesting comparison. I haven't read Piers Anthony in a long time now. But that's an interesting. Yeah. Interesting analogy. Look at those waterfalls. I love waterfalls. I kind of want to ignore the quest and go towards the waterfall instead. I can't destroy these yet. I'm missing something. So that's red instead of white. Honestly, the waterfalls are not that nice. The graphics. I feel like they're clipping through the rocks, and that's what makes them not so nice. The water effects while I'm in the water is nice. That thing's not gonna... That thing doesn't seem very... That thing shot something at me. Poor slug. Wow. I think there was a slug. Slug of some kind. Snail slime. I wonder if that looked like the exact same creature, but maybe when the creature is wet instead of electrified, it grows big instead of small. But yeah, I can't say that this is the best waterfall I've ever seen. I do love the ambience of the game in general, but not so much that waterfall. Anyway, let's get back on to the quest, which is over there. Don't want to fall between a rock and get trapped there. Let's go this way around. What are those noises? What is this? Anger emotion. Ah. So whatever this is, it matches the emotion that turns target into volcanoes, erupting with rage that blinds us to reason faster than a magician can pull a rabbit from out of a hat. So if I put this in a dish, it makes it give emotion. Slot in a weapon, slot in clothing. So this is similar to the other emotion that we picked up. Oh, this thing. Surprise emotion. We have 2 emotions. And I suppose that emotion was also what was making that noise. Lunar Shade Olive. Mysterious and flavorful with a unique silver blue tint and a touch of cosmic mystery. Let's go sprint towards that thing.
I need to build one of these in the briefcase.
Shrine activated. Gather materials required to build a puff propeller. Apparently it crashed into a poor slug. Black Stardust. That's a nice fancy name for something with for a flower. Black Stardust. Licorice trees as enchanting as a midnight meteor shower. Perfect for adding a celestial twist to your desserts and giving your taste buds a cosmic voyage. Surprise emotion. That slug certainly was surprised. Hello, Skull. You seem slightly out of place here. Coral Oldwood. What is that? This tree is here, so let's smash it down. Here we are. Coral Oldwood. So it's these things, right, that I need. Go find one more up here. Oh. Smash these things down. I guess there's actually wood sitting around here.
Let's do some skill building.
Enter the briefcase. Oh, now we can enter the briefcase. Hold Q outside of combat. Choose to build the puff propeller from the skills tab. Hold on. Now that we can enter and leave the briefcase, can we also toss the briefcase? No. Q, press Q, recall briefcase. Hold Q, enter. Enter, exit briefcase. So this isn't a typo. Like the briefcase is the name of the zone inside the briefcase. I can't throw it yet because that part isn't unlocked, but I can enter it. Yeah, briefcase, yeah. Now I see your chat. Choose to build the puff propeller from the skills tab. Press L. Radio. Sun spinner. Briefcase skies. Floating constructions. Interesting. Puff propeller. Puff propeller lets you harness the power of the wind with a not so gentle puff. Glide gracefully through the air, navigate tricky terrain, or blow away obstacles in your path. With puff propeller, your adventures are sure to reach new heights. So it spawned me up here. I don't know how near or far this has to be. Well, I guess you can build it right here. There.
They appear to be having fun.
They are having fun.
Alright, time to head out.
I could pick these items up, but I'm not going to. If this is my home base, I'm assuming that these items will be here for me anyway, if I return.
Dear children, I had to leave. Though every moment apart weighs heavily on my heart, this separation is necessary. I promise to do everything in my power to return as soon as possible. Until then, remember what I've taught you. Using your crafting abilities and building your skills are essential for survival on this unfamiliar planet. And always keep your eyes on the heavens. For when you see the brightest star falling, that will be me, returning to take you home. I'll be waiting for you patiently at my landing site. With all the love in the universe, Dad.
So that was that what the crash was? Or that was why he was drawn to the crash?
One peculiar afternoon, I was strolling through the meadow with a delightful treat, a cupcake topped with fluffy cotton candy. Whether it was my clumsiness or a sudden gust of wind, the treat slipped from my grasp and tumbled to the ground, forgotten as I wandered on. Later, I returned to a curious sight, a slimy little slug inching toward the cupcake. It took a bite with determination, and to my amazement, sparks flew, filling the air with a crackling noise. The cupcake must have been enchanted, for the moment the slug tasted it, tiny electric bolts shimmered, leaving the slug half its original size, and looking both surprised and indignant.
It is a very suspicious story, yeah. I happened to drop the cupcake and it happened to be infused with electricity. Yeah. Also it flipped a couple of words here and it was missing the word "and" here. How terrible. How terrible when the narration doesn't exactly match the voiceover. Let's pick this slingshot up. Sun spinner. Switch daytime. I guess it's my home base. I can do whatever I want with it. Oh look, a demo with music. Meat tartar. Can I just leave these items here? Will they despawn? I don't think so, right? I just put it down and it ran away. Come here. I said come here. There we go. But also I think the implication was that it spawns candy every now and then. So nest dismantle. I don't want to dismantle it. I want to put rabbit into the nest. But I don't think that's the thing, right? It's just gonna run off. I'm not sure how to put it back into the nest where I took it from. Oh well, have fun. But I could already float before. So I'm not sure what this does. We'll find out, I guess, once we leave. Before I leave, can I build anything else? So we have this radio, it's right there. It's sun spinner, yes. Prop propeller, yes. Not available, not available. Brief race vortex. I don't know what the items I'm missing are though. It doesn't let me hover over that tooltip. Bomb shelter. Bomb shelter adds a secure area to your brief base, safe from any raids. Ensure your treasures and creations are well protected. Give you peace of mind as you embark on your adventures. So my shelter can be invaded. Floating constructions allow your buildings to defy gravity and float effortlessly. Brief base skies let you choose from multiple predefined skins for your brief base sky. Look at that clock in the background, that stopwatch in the background. How very Alice of Wonderland like. Look at that toothbrush. Is that exclamation mark over there the bunny rabbit? It's a rainbow trout. Come here, rainbow trout. So it poops colorful sprinkles every half an hour, I guess. There's another one there. Pick up. Needs meat. Not that I can. I wouldn't know how to feed it anyway. Maybe like that. Come here. No, that just made me eat the meat. No, can't feed it. Can I drop the meat? Who knows? Who cares? Not part of the tutorial. I do have saplings and stuff I can throw down here though, if I recall. Okay, here's a big empty space. I'm gonna throw down 3 seedlings. Is that how it works? That is not how it works. Place item? Ah. Can I place it this way? Yes. Great. Do you have any more seedlings? You. Red corals. Kind of odd that I have to reselect the thing after each thing I plant. Nothing else looks like a seedling, so we're fine. Probably. Come here, you stupid bunny. Did I pick you up? I did. Can I do this? Oh. Just pressing one just drops it on the floor. Yeah, you can run around. Okay, let's exit. Needs rainbow trout meat.
There's something up on that rock above the crash site.
There is
The
indeed.
propeller should get me up there.
Switch group. Oh, that's so now we have briefcase throwing. So hold RMB. Scroll down or press left out. Throw the propeller at the base of the cliff.
That'll do it.
Run to the puff ability to launch yourself into the air. Try that again. Open the journal entry reaching new heights.
After countless experiments with airflow manipulation, I have finally achieved success. The puff propeller stands proudly, its massive blades whirring above a group of creatures that seem to enjoy themselves as they help power it with their movement. This remarkable device produces a powerful current capable of lifting a grown man skyward.
That's me.
The key was precisely calibrating the propeller's pitch and rotation speed. With this marvel, we can now harness the wind to transport goods and people effortlessly through the skies. The possibilities are endless, and I eagerly anticipate the transformative impact this invention will have on our world.
So,
If I am to leave this place, I need to go through Snotty.
Snotty. Slot crafting, briefcase throws, and your skills. Snotty's down there. Okay. So firstly, the briefcase throw is temporary, right? Now if I do that, I can recall it immediately by pressing Alt or whatever, but after a few seconds it expires anyway. Or seems to. Or is it only after I use it? Because when I threw it at the base of that cliff, it disappeared after I went up the cliff, right? Oh. Oh, or was it because I pressed? Oh, it's because I press space. When I press space to turn it into a glider. Oh, I am taking fall damage here, right? So when I press space to turn into a glider, it desummon the spinny thing because it's also the briefcase, I guess. The briefcase turned into the glider.
Whoa! Whoa!
Bunk. Okay. I understand. Let's go heal myself. I can do that by just eating, right? We should equip we should put some things in our main. Like this. So that gives me 10 hunger, 10 fullness, and regenerates my health while it's active. Rainbow trout egg. Hatching 30 minutes. Does it only hatch? Place item. Dismantle, quote unquote. Dismantle. Does it only hatch in my box? Dismantle. No, it's not hatching, so it's missing some kind of requirement. Let's eat another piece of food.
Like victory.
This poisons me. This... I have no food to... I can't slot this into any food, per se. How do I use this? I'm not quite sure. Can I swap weapons? Is that a thing? What happens if I unequip this? Oh. Is this automatic? When I shoot things? Also, how do I shoot my stones now? Like these. I can't get back to these. No, it's not that. Place in nest, you see. I don't think I can do that. Let's try. Like the nest itself isn't usable in a logical way. No. Pick up some candy. I think candy also heals me, right? Maybe. Where is candy? This is poisonous. What does candy even look like? Am I missing where the candy is? Let's just go slot by slot. Oh, candy. Oh, candy's a slottable item. Okay. So candy by itself doesn't do much. It gives you some buffs. But I can slot things into it to do stuff. Flimsy sponge candy of durability. And max health. The dope sponge candy of durability filled with poison. But it doesn't actually poison me. It's not. There's no poison effect here. It immediately healed me for 12 and gave me 35 fullness. So candy is like a... Candy seems to be like a placeholder item. Not placeholder item, and a template item where you can slot things into. Anyway, while I'm healing, let's go out and run around a bit more. Do I have any other food that isn't poisonous? Eaten raw. Gives me 5 fullness. But doesn't actually heal me, I don't think. Yeah, it gives me status wet, but it doesn't give me regeneration. If I slot it into a dish, it does. So I could. Beardy waterberry candy of health regeneration filled with wetness. Is this an ammo or is this a... We'll find out. Honey. If I put honey in a dish, it gives the dish status burning. Kind of weird. I could equip this in a weapon and give... I wonder, so if I put this in here, status on critical hit burning. So does that mean that all my rocks that I throw at an opponent will give them burning if I crit? I wonder. Ultimately, we probably want this still. But I also want to heal myself before we go. I only have 2 more of these berries. 2 more of these sunblush apples. I need to find more of those. Let's head towards that guy though. Let's not jump down. See, what tree are you? You're a red coral tree or something. I don't see any fruit, so... And I don't like that there's that thing stuck in the the upper right corner now. The thing that says that the rainbow trout requires meat. I don't know if that's something I toggle on accidentally, or if that's just a bug. This will give me the astral powder. There we go. If I slot in a dish, I get strength times 1.4. If I slot in a weapon, I get melee attack speed 20%. That's not bad. At least I'll counteract that. Slot it into here. Beyond Breakdown, Sponge Mushroom Maze of Durability. I'm assuming that it'll just lose I'll just lose the items in it. Because I can't craft a new weapon, right? There's nothing that lets me craft a new weapon. What are all these? Not allowed to build outside the briefcase. Not available in the demo. So I can build emotions in my briefcase? Briefcase? And I can build things so that my character, so that the statuses that can be applied on my character have different effects. I can shrink. I can breathe underwater. I can enlarge myself. Oh. Poisonous burp. Frozen dummies creates a chilly decoy at regular intervals. Invisibility. Passive parry. Elemental Ouroboros. Cool, cool. I can make myself faster. And jump better and double dash. Bounce bash. Jumping on enemies deals some damage to them. Water bucket applies wetness to nearby structures, giving them a refreshing boost. Freezer distributes frost to nearby structures. Interesting. Nuke fart. Nuke fart allows you to transform fullness into a powerful fart that deals AoE damage. Let rip with explosive force and clear the battlefield with your noxious blast. Yeah, that's my reaction as well. That's very juvenile. Yeah. I consider it juvenile, so yeah, I completely agree with you. And yeah, no map. Okay. So defeat Snotty. Try applying stun status and avoid getting wet. So yeah, so that slug that we saw in the water earlier was wet, and that's why he was a giant. That's why he was a giant slug. So we were correct in that. So I can use this on him. But not this, but if he does get wet, this does more damage to him. But preferably he shouldn't get wet. You're not Snotty, I'm just gonna kill you. You're in the way. He bursts into a bunch of butterflies. Nice waterfall. I like the waterfalls. I like the scenery, including the waterfalls, but the waterfalls themselves seem a bit off now and then. These waterfalls are actually better. See, because there's no clipping rocks, right? At least that's what I found awkward about the first set of waterfalls that we saw. These ones are a little bit better. Hello, Slap. Ow. I want to go behind the waterfall. Look at this. What's this happening here? This is one of those koi fish, right? Rainbow trout. Cora bonalit. Pick up. I will, if you don't mind. Don't mind me. Oh, this was one of the things I needed to upgrade. To upgrade the fan, the spinning fan. Material is hard and sturdy as a dungeon wall, resistant to wear and tear like a knight's armor after a dragon battle. Wasn't that one of the things I needed to upgrade this? Oh no, it wasn't. It was one of the things I needed to build this. Yeah. So I'm now one of two for the Briefface Vortex. Don't tell me there's another one behind this waterfall. There is. Ah. Jealousy emotion. The emotion making to see enemies. The emotion making to see enemies by once two allies and turning simple misunderstandings into epic quests for vengeance. Bad English. So now to build this, I need one more coral stone thing. This thing. Green coral young wood. Forget that boss. I'm gonna find one of those. I wanna see what this does. Maybe this thing drops it? Sunblush tree. Did that tree not drop anything? No wood, no nothing? How weird. Seem to explode behind me. Like over here? Yeah, maybe the items appear in a strange place. Yeah, who knows? I don't see anything. I still don't know what to do with these. It's like I need to set these on fire or something. What's this? Refreshing tea. Don't mind if I do. Apparently those plants produce refreshing tea. Let's see what this tree produces. Coral fabric. Coral fabric. That's it, eh? So that wasn't the right tree. What tree produces green coral youngwood? This tree again was the one that produced nothing, right? I think. Oh, sunblush apple. Let's drop you down anyway. Nope, nothing. Guess I shouldn't be murdering those apple trees. Maybe you? You dropped that coral fabric. You are not harvestable. This is coral fabric tree, I think. But then what do you drop? Oh no, you're the coral fabric tree. And coral old wood. Ah. You're an apple tree, right? Don't know if I do. Sunbeam oil. Whatever that is. I only see these two types of trees around. I don't think either of them drop what I'm looking for. I feel like the last time I saw those things was back near the starting area. I'm too lazy to go back there. Apple tree. What do these trees drop? No, these are not. I need to find other types of trees besides these three. What is this? What the heck? Dusty echo. Flower that looks and sounds like every bit with it is a time travel to forgotten recipes. What trees am I looking for? Looking for a tree that's slightly different. So these are the coral fabric trees. Are these also coral fabric trees? I think they are. It's just that when they're far away, the color makes them look a bit different. No, this did drop the wood. It does drop the wood. I guess that's not all the time. Green coral youngwood. Okay. In that case, let's go into here. We should be able to build briefcase drawing. Brief base vortex. So I now have 1 and 2. I forget what the keybind is to go back to the non-briefcase throwing things now. How do I get controls? So when I switch quick picks is it's the mouse. No, it's not. That doesn't do anything either. How do I get back from the... So when I press Alt, there are 2 different throwing menus that's supposed to come up. One is my briefcase stuff, and the other is this ammo quick pick. I don't know how to get this to show anymore.
My dear children,
Oh,
I had to leave.
we've already read that.
Though every moment apart weighs heavily on my heart,
Shut up, Graham.
this separation is necessary. I promise to do everything in my power to return as
Charge
soon
attack,
as possible.
aim, refreeze
Until then,
throwing.
remember what I've taught you. Using your crafting abilities and building your skills are essential for survival on this unfamiliar planet.
Oh, it's no wait,
Always
so that's
keep
not.
your eyes on the heavens.
Ah, it
For when
is.
you see the brightest star
Oh,
falling,
so that's
that
what the
will be me
buttons. That's what.
returning to take you home. I'll be waiting for you patiently at
Shut
my
up,
landing
Gramps.
site
You're talking over me.
with all the love in the universe, Dad.
So that's what the buttons to the right of the number 8 quick slot mean. So there's a mouse button there. If I hold right click, it shifts the dot from the bottom left dot to the middle dot, which is the briefcase. And if I roll up, mouse wheel up from here, it goes to the top right dot, which is ammo. That's how I switch it around. If I hold Alt, it locks me into briefcase throwing mode, and I cannot use the mouse button to scroll up to get to the other ammo section. I can only do that when I hold down right mouse button, and I get access to both of these. And in fact, now that I hold down the right mouse button, it defaults to the last one that was used. So in this case, it's ammo. Okay. Let's see how this briefcase works. So like, what happens if I do this? And then do this. So that was the vortex thing, right? What does that actually do? Hello, little guy. Needs vegetables? How do I feed you vegetables? I don't know how to feed you. I'm sorry. Equip? I can... Oh. I just put this guy inside a cupcake. No, there you go. Wait. What slot is this? How do I use things in this slot? I don't know. How do I feed you vegetables? Can I drop a vegetable on the ground? Can I split vegetables? Can you stop running around like a mad... Here. Did that work? That did work. So now it's pooping cotton candy. So I dropped 5 things on the ground. I dropped 5 of these on the ground. There are 4 left. So that did work. But I'm not sure how to drop just one thing. So this thing... I guess what I was expecting it to do was that it would suck up the things that were on the ground nearby and would throw it into the base. But I don't think that's what happened. A bit nothing. A bit nothing. Outreach eggplant. No, not these things. So what does throwing this do? Let me try that again. So there was stuff here, but or did it just go into my inventory? Let's see. Berries over here. So right now I have 8 water berries. If I throw this... Oh. I still have 8 water berries. But the water berries that were here certainly disappeared, right? This one did not. It was outside of its range. Still have 8 water berries. So it's like items come out of this slot. So they would fly, in theory, it would fly somewhere here. But I don't think that's what really happens, right? Like the way I see this, enemies will fly in that direction. Food will fly in this direction. Maybe the berries flew this way? Oh, the berries did fly this way. Look, here's a water berry. And this is the stuff that is sucked in previously. Coral fabric, water berry, sponge blood. So yeah, things like it does suck up things and throw them into this world. Interesting. Pretty sure those items weren't there before. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So I think eventually, I guess the idea is that you'll be able to build the base so that you can separate, you can have rooms or something. Rooms or chests or something, I don't know what, pens, animal pens or something. So that you can decide what goes into where.
There must be a way to get through this.
Okay, buddy. Come in. Okay, now that I've sucked him into this... Oh, he put me back here. Something consumed one slug meat. Anyway, it would have flown out here. There it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna leave these things around. I don't need to. It's a cotton candy. Is my creature still around somewhere? The guy that was producing cotton candy? Or was that the guy that's or was this the guy that was producing cotton candy? Because now he's not a rabbit anymore. He's just an item. Maybe the slug killed him? Or maybe that's a cotton candy he dropped and he's wandering around somewhere. Hard to tell with this game. It's not like I can see where everything is. It's a rainbow trout edge. It's hatching, but it's not. The timer's not going down. It's not a nest. Yeah, I don't see the little guy running around anymore. So maybe that was the little guy? And he is now no longer a little guy? It might need to be in water to hatch, yeah, that's true. But would it also not have to be in a nest in the water? You can test it though. Where's my egg? Egg. Place item. Right here. You're right, it is now hatching. Look at you go. That makes too much sense, I don't know. Too much sense. Somehow I kicked this Eldritch eggplant. But yeah, I don't see the little bunny guy around anymore. So hopefully there's a way to find and hatch one of him eventually. Because right now he says cotton candy. I still don't know what slot this is and how to use it. There's no... It doesn't tell me how to use it. Okay, whatever. Let's go back and kill the what's-his-face. We need to find a way to get past this. Kinda implies that we need fire. No, this needs water, not fire. So I need a water bomb. In fact, I need one of these cupcakes, but I don't have any more cupcakes. I could use a candy or refreshing tea. If I put... But candy is also a healing item, right? Can I just ammo quick pick like this? So if I do this... Aha! So the answer is yes, I can. I can indeed do that. But also, what is this? Is this an alternate route? Jealousy emotion. I don't see it. I guess this was an alternate route. Cool. Shrine activated. What is happening over here? That is a big slab. Ow. Wow, it's stunned me in place and... Oh. Is this supposed to happen? I'm falling through the wall and I have a glide.
I tend to rethink my approach.
I had a glide animation. I had a glide option while I was falling through the wall. Okay. Close enough. I mean, not 17 was from... 17 wasn't just from the last game as well. It was through... It was counting all the earlier demo devs as well from previous days. Okay, so this worked for a while, but it expired eventually. I didn't use the... They said to use a briefcase, but I don't see how the briefcase helps. Unless it's about flying and throwing things at him from afar. I can't throw this at him. I could throw this. Just figuring out what I have to throw at him. I wasn't full health either, and now I am, right? So that also helps. I could also eat a food thing to give me bonus strength before I go try and attack him, like this thing. Like this gives me bonus damage and max health. Damage and max health. Apple, Eldritch, eggplant. Cotton candy. Sponge block. I don't think there's anything I want to do different. There's a veggie sandwich here I saw. I should take these. Where did they appear? Here. So these are 3 slot foods. So if I wanted to apply more buffs or whatever, I could slot things into this and then eat one of these. But I don't. So right now I'll keep it. Slingshot, I had one. Now I have 2, I guess. No, it regen... Wait. It replaced my old slingshot, didn't it? Because my slingshot had an item in it and it wasn't full durability. Where is my old slingshot? I guess it just vanished when I did that. But I kind of want things to be slotted into it, right? I think instead of vanishing, I think it's actually a way to refresh your weapon. Oh, this thing is still injured. Oh, hello. What do you mean no ammo? You're fine. Oh. Ow, that did 31 damage to me. Ow. Ow, that did a lot of damage. Run away! Run faster! Run! Can't catch me. Let me go heal myself first. Well, let me go kill his pets first. Well, maybe not, because that might actually kill me. Run away. But not into the water. Yeah, I know, I have 3 health. Oh yeah, I should be healing right now. You know what? Maybe it's just better to kill these and die. These are the minions anyway. There you go. Thank you for your sacrifice. 9 health. Let me eat this. Since that gives regeneration. I don't have any more things to throw at him to eat. What was it that electrified him? It was... Do I still have anything that adds electrifying? I'm worried about those noises. Slot in a weapon gives electrify. Slot in a food. Whatever item I picked up that gives electrify, I don't think I have any more of those things. I don't quite remember what they were. Oh, this thing, cotton candy. Oh yeah, it was cotton candy, yeah. So if I slot this into candy, this thing now is is an ammo. So I can use this to shrink him one more time. Range attack speed. This T gives me jump height. Melee attack speed. I slot this into here. And see what else I can slot into there. This gives me max health and... No, I just want to regen right now. Status sticky. I wonder what this does. This gives regen. So if I slot these two into this, this will give me +3 regen.
Much better.
For the duration of however long the food lasts. Not that long, but that's fine. Gives me half health. So it seems like there's a whole crafting thing here where you have to craft. You can craft healing food, but you need a base, and then you need like ingredients to add to it. Like water berries, for example. These things give you +1 health regen. Cotton candy gives you +2. So you kind of have to set up a farm, like in your base, for example, that with a bunch of those bunnies, however you get them, and have them producing cotton candy like every 20 minutes. And to do that, you have to plant vegetables in there, in whatever pen they're in, so that the vegetables are producing, vegetables that the bunnies can eat every 20 minutes. Now, they had this thing. Am I right in saying that I can use this to get away from the guy whenever he's near me? Also, what is sunbeam oil? Nothing crap at me. Can I throw things? Can I just throw rocks at you? From afar? Yes, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. Damage is kind of poor here. I can smack him with my weapon. I can continue smacking him with my weapon. But without the electrify thing, I'm not sure how I'm gonna continuously. I guess I mostly have to figure out his attacks, eh? That would help a lot more than. That attack, I need to figure that one out so he stops hitting me. It's basically a bigger version of what these guys do. Oh. I was too busy trying to, I was too busy looking at those guys. Oh, now they're cops. Now they're cops, now they're... Now they're cops camping. Death has taken its toll on some of your inventory. Not that it's taken my inventory. I think it means like, it means durability? Like these. Oh, I guess it did take some of my... No, these are items that I took, I think. I was crafting things together. So this is sunbeam oil. It gives me health, a little bit of health, and range attack speed. Ideally, I want something that does damage. I don't have any more cotton candy. These things can't be inserted into... This gives me... What gives me additional damage? You know what? Instead of doing damage, I'm just going to figure out his attacks. Where'd he go? There he is. Come here. That's not the way to do it. No, sorry. So even though I was nowhere near him, I was still taking damage. I'm not sure what did that. But if he insists on standing by the spawn point, I can just whack him, I guess. I can... Oh. I can... I have one more shock thing that I can throw on him. So it says try applying stun status and avoid getting him wet. I'm not sure what the stun status is. I know what the shock thing is, but is that the same thing? That's a frontal attack. That's the AoE attack that does damage, I think. Yeah, you can do that on... Don't let him do his frontal on me. He's gonna do his frontal on me. Yeah. That hurts. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to fight you over there. Before you come out this way, there we go. Miss me. So this boss is basically stand behind him. He has a 180-degree frontal. Ouch, I think. Don't think I can. Not sure I can avoid this one. I ran away. Oh. I failed to notice that he had a baby slug there. So yeah, the durability now is low. This is like almost down to 0. This slingshot is gone, but the weapon is not gone yet. But it's close, huh? Let me... It is? Did that not do anything to him? Ouch. That 180 frontal is painful. Ow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 180-degree frontal. It seems that way anyway. If I can run behind him, it's fine. If I can't, then it hurts. Yeah. Yeah, that attack you can do all day, every day. That felt like I was bleeding or something. I'm not sure. Okay, now I don't have any weapons. Now I'm curious what happens. Because that was my last charge of the mushroom weapon. Oh. That was a briefcase. That doesn't help. So now, how do I actually attack him? I'm not really sure. The game doesn't... There's no crafting mechanic. As far as I know. I can punch him, but that doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm not even sure I can kill the little guy anymore. I can if I commit to getting hit by the big guy. Now I'm bleeding, I'm poisoned. The poison's gonna kill me again. Look at the guy's attack. His feeler attacks are really fast. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. I'm gonna die. No. Yep. Oh, I fell through the ground again. What happens when I have no weapon? Why can't I craft a weapon? That part I don't get. I guess there might be a spare weapon in here. One of these things a weapon? No, it's gear, but it's not a weapon. Oh, clap. Never mind. We're back in business. Let's see. So let me put two things into that. Let's see what weapons. This increases melee weapon by 2. Melee damage by 2. Melee attack speed by 20. Emotion on critical hit. Fear. Melee attack speed 10. This increases my strength, but I don't want to use that. So I'll put this, extra powder. Put this. Now let's go kill him. He's definitely dead, right? No, it's not actually doing... I'm doing a lot less damage than I was. Or maybe that's because he's big now. That still hurt. Not sure how the briefcase is supposed to help here. Oh, let's get out of here. Ow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I missed. I stood in a poison circle. That's fine. You're still nearby. And you don't seem to regenerate too quickly, so... This time, surely, right? Just stay out of the circle. Couldn't avoid that. Oh, alright, I have a dash. I'm forgetting that I have a dash. That dash. Completely forgot about that. Okay, now you're... Well, when I stop standing... The dash helps me avoid that. It helps me avoid his melee frontal hit. Oh. Well, the idea was there. The idea was correct. I dropped an emotion, anger emotion, when I respawn. Interesting. But yeah, now he's almost dead. Here, take a... Am I trying to throw a corpse at him? What am I trying to throw at him here? Did I really just throw a wreck shot at him? But it's not even equipped in my... Oh, this anger emotion? No. Why did it try to throw a wreck shot at him? Game's being weird there. Why is it throwing all sorts of garbage at him? Okay, fine. Let's kill you normally. Are you dead yet? There you go. First try, right? First try? Yeah, once I remember about the dash, it made avoiding his AoEs a lot easier. I'm still not sure how the briefcase would have helped in that fight at all. Also, I no longer have a quest. I guess I'm supposed to interact with this. Look at all these candy. I could have come here and taken these, I guess, to help him with the fight. To help with the fight as well. So the demo should be more or less over in the sense that he was the last objective, right? So I'm supposed to run like somewhere now and end the demo. I guess through this mirror. But there's no actual quest objective telling me to go through that mirror. Fruit jam, rabbit candy egg. Look, this is the thing that... This would be the thing that... In fact, I know it's 902, but I'm gonna... Hash the bunny into the egg. Place item. Here. Yeah, I know, but you have a scripted end time. Honeybee egg, rainbow trout egg, honeybee egg. What I'm curious about, can I just place the eggs wherever I want? Will they grow anyway? So yes, but they weren't Oh, rainbow trout egg. That one was 30 minutes. Also 30 minutes. So where I put it doesn't affect. Yeah, it is the final stream for about 2 weeks, yeah. I'm gonna go do some traveling and stuff while Sentinel's away. There might be impromptu streams now and then. I doubt it. I mean, not I doubt it. It's 50-50. You'll see. But it's the last official stream for a couple of weeks while I go on vacation. I doubt it. Yeah, you're right. I doubt it. I want to do some streams eventually, but like some IRL streams eventually. But we are probably not there yet. These things give me the +2 damage things. +2 damage ingredients. But I don't know why I'm doing this because the demo will end when I go through that portal. Probably. Probably. Right? Surely. Stompers? Honey. Stompers, they're boots. If I were me, I would hide the chest up here. This looks like I can. Uh-oh. 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 Well. So anyway.
Not making that mistake again.
Where did all my clothes go? So even my weapon disappeared there. How rude. So anyway, I am now weaponless. I do have a shirt somewhere I can wear, I thought. Don't I? I have a rack shirt of some kind. I have sandals, but that's not it. Rack shirt, there we go. Yeah, I found a way to go to fall through the earth. I found a way to get out of bounds and fall through the earth. That's ooh, what's this? It's a fear emotion. Sure, I'll take that. So what the game is lacking so far is crafting, like not this crafting, not skill crafting, but regular crafting. There has to be here, this is where you get. But these are not quite the right things though. This is for crafting buildings. Where's item crafting?
My dear children.
Shut up, Gramps.
I had to leave. Though every
Really?
moment apart weighs heavily on my...
After countless
Oh, I can mute it. Good. Then mute it. So this is base crafting, but where is item crafting? Either I'm missing that or that is like missing from the game right now. Right. Like there's this thing over here. There's this thing over here that looks like a crafting base, crafting table, but there's no way of interacting with it. I don't see any way to craft things. But I'm sure it'll be there in the final game, right? If not, the devs have some soul searching to do. I'm guessing it's just not implemented right now. But that's weird. Anyway, let's go through the mirror. Stop trying to find ways to soft lock ourselves. Oh, this is not So this is not a portal to go through? It's just a... Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because the objectives broke. Like, I no longer have an objective to go use the mirror or something. So it's possible that something I did somewhere along the way during the slug fight. Like, what happened? Like, when did... I would have to check the VODs to see when the last objective disappeared. Because it might be that I have to trigger it by doing something. Colorful sprinkles. Wait, I picked up a weapon here, it said. No, not quite. Even if it was, I don't see it anywhere. Fruit jam. Anger emotion. Lunar shade olive. It might be that I have to trigger the portal by doing something, but because I no longer have a quest objective, I don't know what I have to do to trigger it. And the trigger to let me do whatever might not even be activated. Are you serious? Get punched to death. So yeah, I think that's probably it for the demo, because we don't really have any other objectives and that mirror isn't working. I'm guessing that that mirror was the end of the demo anyway. What's this? Fruit jam. So there are actually a lot of they give you a lot of base items. Items that you can slot things into to make food and weapons. What is this? Another candy egg. More tea and fruit jam. Another anger element. I can cast fire here. Water. Let's do that real quick. Very nice. Another big lake. This is probably a nice place to end that. So yeah, thank you very much for the stream. Thank you very much for always coming along and watching my streams. I appreciate it. I will see you all on the other side of Satinel's game jam and my vacation. Rest your wings as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Satinel, and all the lurkers. See you all in a couple of weeks. We'll probably start some new game after I come back. Haven't decided which one. But also, Steam Next Fest is coming up. And when that hits, I'm going to play more demos. Depending on what games get released. So, depending on what demos get released. So that should be fun. But I'll have to figure out. It depends on when I get back versus when the Steam Next Fest starts. I'll see if I can squeeze in a full playthrough of a game before that. Then we'll play Steam Next Fest. Then we'll play other games. But yeah, see you all around. Best of luck, Satinel. And have a wonderful evening. Good night.